Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the Groupers, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Kick it away to start. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Groupers offense will take the field first, and they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David, and I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, defense is starting to make a comeback. I'm excited about this new era of football. We're seeing better tackling, and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this defense is fun to watch them on tape, fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in, and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL draft picks on that side of the football, and they don't have to change a lot week to week. This defense dominates. They do what they do, and they don't care if you know it. You can't do anything against them.
Running back searching for a hole. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Forced out of the pocket. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. And the Groupers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got a man. It's Sheffield. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Groupers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Gives it on the option. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound. The war chant on third down at the Doak. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. The Seminoles offense will get the ball for the first time. And we've said many times a tight end is the quarterback's best friend, but the last time these two played together, you could make the argument it was even more than family. It was like that being near as a friend who sticks closer than a brother, David.
It was really impressive. I mean, they put up big numbers. It seemed to work every time he looked at the big fella. He delivered. So, elite 1-2 punch. Jesse, how do you slow that guy down?
I mean, you just got to pick your matchup poison, honestly. You can put a safety against him and try to take advantage of the speed, but he's not going to be big enough to match up physically. If you go linebacker, you're not fast enough. So, mixing and matching the looks, I think, is the best chance this defense has.
You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, fourth down in their own end, and they're going for it. Alton in the first down and more. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. Pass completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Leaves it with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
They'll move the wide receiver. Second down, they'll go to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. The Seminoles need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. They bring him down at the 45-yard line, and this defense rises up on third down. And the Seminoles will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Power football with the run. He gets it all the way out to the 19-yard line, a pickup of 6.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The give to the tailback. Makes his way out to the 20 before he stopped, and that'll bring up a fourth down. And the groupers will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A low line drive and short kick. And they'll down this ball just a little shy of the 50. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. They'll snap it from the 30 on first down. Out of the gun, the give to the back. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Trying to pick up a first down. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. The sure hands, it's Davis. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
This defense really does a nice job playing with their eyes and pursuing the ball. They took away all of the quarterback's options down the field. When he finally checked it down, they rallied to him, made the tackle, now setting up for...
Makes the grab, past the marker. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. The Seminoles look to keep this drive humming. Gives it on the option. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. To the air on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. Splits the uprights, it's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, we've got a final in a game that just wrapped up here in the SEC. Florida took its show on the road, and they'll be packing a big old W in their bags for the trip back to Gainesville. Never underestimate the importance of a road win and how it can impact a team's trajectory. An SEC clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Off play action. He's got it. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. First play of the period, first down here. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Tight end now in motion. He'll keep it himself. It's a running room. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
On the option. He'll pitch it. There he goes. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. Starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Rides to back and leaves it. They get him stopped at the 26, but boy, that was an attitude run. A pickup of 6. The groupers can really attack on this 2nd and short. The give out of the gun. Creates a little space. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. And the groupers will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Trying to power it in. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide in these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job on this defense.
And this offense knew coming into the game, when they get to the red zone, it's going to be tough sledding because it's hard to run, especially against this physical defense. They're one of the top 5 defenses stopping the run. And you know at this area of the field, it's really tough to throw it. Let's see who the more physical side is.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Just drives it between the uprights. And that's going to tie it up.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Here's the handoff. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Trying play action. Unleashes one. Working on the right. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. Offense will try to get some momentum going on 1st and 10. They're going to run it. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Oh, and this receiver with his speed, he's a guy you know this QB is going to look for, especially on these deep shots. You just can't overthrow him when he's that wide open. That's a huge missed opportunity.
On fourth down, going to the air. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Seminoles!
How do you not love the guts of this offense? Fourth down, it's just another down. And what do? Stay aggressive, throw the football down the field, make the big play, get the big touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished things off with a 44-yard touchdown pass. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Motion from the wideout. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Plows through the defense. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. Second down, he'll throw it. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the dope. Leaves it with the running back. At the 35, he's got room. He's loose. And that was a huge run that almost went to the house. The defense kept him from scoring. The groupers will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. They make the stop, but he got work done on the ground, picking up 6 to the 23. And the groupers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They go to the ground. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20. Third down. Red zone play. Well alive. They'll try to run for it. That play just got wrecked. 3rd and 1, and they went backwards. Here comes the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Right down the boulevard. That'll bring him to within 4.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Caught inside the 20, chance for a good return. Gets it all the way out to the 33 before he's stuffed. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. The give on the option. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. The play action fake. Looking to take a shot. Hits him inside the 20, still going. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the offense will decline that penalty after the big play. After that penalty, now they're set up inside the red zone on 1st and 10. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Fires to the wideout. And to the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Noles!
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Some misdirection with the counter. Danced his way through traffic, pick up a 4 to the 19. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Now on second down. Goes to the option. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Kelly. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking downfield on first down. Pass is incomplete, but there is a flag, and the D might have been a little too... The late hit moves the ball up 15 yards. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. The Groupers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. The give on the counter. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on third down at the Dome. The give to the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And the Groupers send out the punt unit. And see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And that, my friends, is getting the perfect bounce, the perfect punt, and the perfect roll. They'll have them locked down inside their own 5. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place. Was
turning it on! Turning on the Jets! Inside the 30. Past the 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Florida State! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
On to attempt the try. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking for an early chunk play, read option to the right. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
They'll immediately call timeout.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The offense calls timeout in this half. Looking to throw on first down. And he is sacked as the defense adds a little emphasis to wrap up this first half. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains. Just enough time for one final play in this half. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
And it should come as no surprise we have ourselves a fun matchup in Tallahassee. And how do we possibly find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed? He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Doak Campbell Stadium.
Looking for daylight from inside his 20. Nice return there, and he'll be dragged down at the 34. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Quarterback extends the play. Got his man downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Anytime a wide receiver makes a big play like that, images of Peter Warrick start flashing in Seminoles' heads.
And man, just that time, that era with Bobby Bowden and those offenses, you just think about high-flying, every position, game breakers, and I think of swag, Reese. Just guys that I know I could throw to the outside that had swag that could take them.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
Now the pitch. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that round.
From the gun, he leads it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really... He hurls one deep down the left side. Got it inside the 10. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
That is an unbelievable play by the offense. Not only do you convert third down, not only do you convert third and long, but you get an explosive play that now sets you up on the opponent's goal line, first and goal. Wow.
First and goal and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Groupers.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target, accurate throw, and 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
Reeled in inside his 30-yard line, and here it comes. They get him corralled, but not before he gets that return out to the 35. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Gives him the big stiff arm. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a first down. The Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Unleashes one deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Misfired on first down. Back to the air on second. Going for it all. And it's incomplete as he was trying to make the play in the back corner of the end zone. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on third and long. Throws to the wideout. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. And this will be a bit of an attempt from the right hash. I wasn't sure that one was going to get there, but had just enough gas to make it over the crossbar. And that will extend their lead even further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. They'll leave it with him.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking.
There he goes. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They say success rate can be picking up about 4 or so on first down, first and 10.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding this. And that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options. He's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Quarterback on the keeper. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. He's got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Hunt is on its way. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Wants to go up top on first down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. He's got it for a big play. Touchdown Seminoles. And they take it in for 6 more points. And this dude is spinning flaming spears everywhere, and he is cutting apart this defense.
We're going to have Nole Nation doing the chop, getting excited, getting jacked up about this guy, because this is the kind of day that starts to bring even more momentum to this spot. Now you got a quarterback that you can really trust.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Mountain West. Air Force is getting whooped today, and at some point, this comes down to preparation. Are you prepared to play? Clearly, the answer today is a big, fat no. They're trailing by 17 to Utah State. Just another week in the Mountain West where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll run it from the gun. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
And after your defense just went out there and gave them a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays to the back.
Open field on the right. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. They had hoped to come up with explosive plays, and they used one there to set him up inside the 30, 1st and 10. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. Oh, a lot of space. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Now the pitch. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. Smashes it between the uprights. Hold on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see what's up with that.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
This could turn out to be a huge penalty. Thought they were going to have to settle for 3, and now the offense back on the field with a chance for more. The give to the back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll give it on the counter. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Motion from the back. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Groupers! Getting set for